Welcome to my next little session in lockdown. Nice day, but a little bit cold. Hope you're all well. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of a warrior flow today. It's a bit of a cross section of stuff. Hopefully you'll feel nicely stretched and strong afterwards. So if we come into our comfortable sitting position, nice straight spines. Okay, don't worry about anything else. If you're particularly uncomfortable cross-legged, then keep your legs straight, just sit upright or kneel, or even sit in a chair is fine too. Okay, so close your eyes. You can hold a mudra if you want, directing the energy channels. I normally hold chin mudra, which is forefinger and thumb together, and the other finger's just straight pointing away. And you can either hold this upright in this way here, or down, which is a little bit more grounding, okay? But try and feel what the mudra does for you. Any other that you know is fine too. Okay, relax your upper arms, allow your upper arms to hang vertically down. Okay, that will settle your shoulders, and bring your hands to where that allows them to be. So don't bring your hands too far forward. And then just close your eyes and just feel, one, feel your body, two, observe your mind and how you feel today. Okay, and try and control things. Feel through your body, okay? Anything that feels a little bit sticky, a little bit stiff maybe, then just focus your attention on that area. And as you breathe, feel it, think about it, and focus on it. Okay, relax everything down, relax your face muscles. And then 3 nice, steady, deep inhales. Replenishing the air in your lungs, getting rid of everything the body doesn't need. Okay, a couple of breath retentions, so nice steady inhale and hold the breath at the peak. Feel the expansion, rib cage, lungs, belly, all pressing out. Beautiful air in your lungs being transferred oxygen-wise into your bod. Release, feel the diaphragm pulling up towards your ribs or pulling your belly in. Squeeze everything out before relaxing into another deep inhale with a retention. Hold. And then release down. Okay, open your eyes, take a soft focus on the floor. Bring your arms out to the sides. Okay, nice and level. Push the fingers away from each other, okay, so you feel expanded across the chest. Keep the arms straight and engaged. Engage the muscles of the hands, fingers. Keep everything engaged as you inhale. Okay, extend those arms as you come up. Be as long as you can in the arms. All the way up. Tickle the fingers, fingertips together. Exhale, come back out. Okay, keep long, keep wide, all the way out to the sides. Beautiful. Inhale, arms coming up. Okay, tickle those fingers together. Feel that touch, that sort of subtle, sensitive touch between fingertips. Exhale, come back down. Final time, inhale, come up, tickle those fingers. Okay, and then bring the palms together and then wrap them around. So alternate them, comes into a very yogic sort of feel. Okay, and press everything up. Okay, you'll feel your shoulder blades have sort of internally rotated as you do that. Okay, so you'll feel different in the shoulders. Okay, gently pull the hands back. Okay, breathe nice and deeply. Okay, just allow the muscles in your shoulders just to get used to the position. Just move things about a little bit, see how it feels. Pull your hands back. Okay, nice deep breath in, release, bring your arms around behind you, intertwine the fingers, press the backs of the hands away, straighten the arms, feel the triceps, okay, and then lift the hands away, okay, try and challenge your shoulders in these positions, okay, and breathe, okay, get that oxygen into those joints and tendons, breathe, keep squeezing between the shoulder blades. Okay, as you release or soften everything, release, keep your arms back where they are. Bring your hands so they're sort of parallel with your torso, and then sort of pump the hands towards one another, just give them a bit of a squeeze. It's a little bit more difficult when you're having to hold the arms in this position. Okay, pump them. Keep breathing. Now keep the arms behind you. Turn the palms to face outwards, and then come all the way up. Now really feel this in your shoulder blades as you come up. Keep them back as far as you can. Okay, extending again through those arms. Bring the hands all the way up to the top. Keep them parallel with your torso this time. Take a breath in. As you exhale, open the arms, twist to that right hand side. Okay, try and bring them down. Arms in line. Okay, hold the twist. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, open arms. Okay, take it nice and slowly. Feel everything as you move from one position to another. Okay, don't rush to the position. Okay, feel the muscles that you're engaging to move. Okay, bring everything back up to the top. Arms come forward, parallel. Okay, palms facing down. Again, engage the fingers. Okay, and then lift them up. Okay, keep those fingers, muscles of fingers really nicely engaged, and try and pull your nails towards your head, keeping your hands vertical, or as vertical as you can. You'll see the natural angle of your wrist when you do this. Okay, as you pull it, that's hyperextension. Okay, you're pulling it a little bit further, but that's your natural extension. Okay, so when you're in tabletop, are you on your hands at any time? Just bring them into that natural position. Don't hyperextend them. Okay. Okay, push the hands away, and then release the hands. Push them down the way. Try and keep them straight, and then still squeezing, so you'll feel muscles top and bottom of your forearms engage. Okay, turn the hands outwards. Okay, feel your shoulders internally rotate. Hold for a couple of moments, and then bring them in the way, and feel your bring your hands towards one another, and keep them rolling, and feel that external rotation in your shoulders. Okay, make sure everything feels nice and right. If anything's a bit sticky, hold in that position. Breathe into it. Try and sort of soften it. Try and get it to feel different. Okay, hands back down. And then give your fingers a little bit of a wobble, and then shake your wrists, and then release your feet, come into a sitting position, avoiding any dogs wherever you can. Just move your bum a bit. That's good. Okay, so sitting upright, engage the muscles of the legs. Okay, so push the heels away, flex the feet, spread the toes. Okay, press into your sit bones, lift through your spine so you're nice and straight. Okay, whenever we sit, we try and do this. So you can sit like this in front of the telly. Just try and do, it's doing yoga, okay, even if you're watching the telly. Okay, so everything's engaged, pressing the backs of the knees to the floor, pressing into your sit bones, lifting, tuck your chin in so you'll feel beautifully, I don't know, I always feel nicely sorted really in this position. Okay, arms out to the sides, up to the top, into staff pose. Okay, so this is a full engagement of the body, even though doesn't feel like you're doing much. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, again, keeping your spine nicely upright. So try not to bend in the chest. Just push your chest towards your feet. Okay, grab hold of wherever with your hands. And then it's just a case of keeping that spine nicely straight, pushing your chest towards your feet. You can soften through the knees if you want to. And this comes to that position of engagement between the hamstrings and the lower back muscles. Okay, hamstrings particularly, okay, as you push that chest forward, keeping that spine straight, you're really sort of pulling on those hamstrings, so take it easy. Release your head and neck, relax. And then 3 nice, focused, steady breaths, feeling all of those engaged muscles, softening them, releasing them. Okay, final breath here. Nice and slowly come back up. As you do so, right leg bent. Okay, you can either keep it, we're going to do some twists, so keep it beside that leg or cross it over. Okay, and then we're going to turn towards that bent leg. Okay, so coming round, right arm around behind you. You can either just squeeze that leg or bring the elbow over. Okay, forearm nicely upright. Nice open hand, space between the fingers. and then use the leverage of the elbow on the knee to help the twist. Okay, naturally allow the body to fall into a position. Okay, just get used to that first of all. Take a breath in. As you exhale, use the exhale to squeeze, twisting from the waist up. Last thing round, head, neck, eyes, everything else. Try and look directly behind you, don't overdo it. As you inhale, come back to that natural position you started in. Exhale, squeeze the exhale, use it as you twist around. Okay, really feel the whole of your core sort of engaging all of those organs being massaged. Final time, squeezing at the exhale. Come back to the front. Okay, release nice and slowly. Straighten that leg, bend the other one. Same drill. Okay, it'll feel different side to side. Hips are going to be different, so if it's difficult to cross over, just stay where it is. Again, either grab that leg or bring the elbow over. Okay, rear arm is pressing into the ground. Okay, don't lock it. Okay, just straighten it, but then soften that left elbow. Okay, again, allow the body to naturally twist. Press the elbow into that knee, give you leverage. Okay, naturally hold the position, then inhale. Exhale, twisting, waist up, blasting round, head, neck and eyes. Okay, even you feel it in your neck too. Inhale, come back to the natural position. Exhale, squeeze the exhale out once more, coming round. Inhale, come back. Exhale, squeeze the final one out. And then come back round. Release your hands, bring them around behind you, straighten the legs, give your legs a bit of a wobble. And then just bend your knees, bring them to the sides of your mat. And we're just going to windscreen wiper the legs in this position just to release the hips a little bit. Okay, so as you come down, you can lift, if you come to the left, you can lift that right hip up, which allows your knee to fall closer. Okay, it depends on the flexibility in your hip. Okay, release as you come back up. And then come over to the other side, avoiding any dogs once more, lifting the hip if you need to. Okay, just windscreen wiper from one side to the other. Okay, sort of loosening, feeling through your hips, breathing. And then come back to the center. We're going to come into reverse tabletop. Okay, we'll start with fingers pointing behind us. So bring your arms in line with your torso and your feet in line with your hips. Okay, so everything's pretty much in line. Okay, now focus on pressing into the soles of your feet and then gently start to lift your hips, feeling your shoulders. Okay, so your shoulders will restrict how far sometimes your sort of pelvis can lift up, but just feel it. Release your head somewhere comfortable. Keep lifting your hips. Try and be a straight line between knees and shoulders. I think I'll come this way. Mind away to yours. That's it. Okay, so yeah, try and be a straight line. Okay, release the head somewhere comfortable. Okay, pressing into the soles of your feet, feeling sort of equally balanced through your foot, so not too much front, not too much back. Breathe, feel the shoulders, nice and slowly release your bum back to the floor. Come into a half boat pose, just sort of settle, nice straight spine. Okay, tuck the chin in, arms just relaxed, held out to the side, lower legs parallel with the floor. Breathe nice and deeply. Okay, feel that lovely engagement of your core. And then release your feet to the floor. Now we're going to do the same reverse tabletop, but fingers pointing towards the bod. Okay, it will change the feeling in your shoulders, go from external rotation to internal. Press into your feet, lift. Okay, and feel the difference in your shoulders. This side might be better, might be worse, might be different. Okay, again, try and be level, release your head somewhere comfortable, keep pressing. Squeeze. What you can do in this position is try and pull your heels back to your hands, okay, and feel the engagement of your glutes. Squeeze your bum. Okay, that's a full engagement of your glutes. Okay, soften it. Try and hold the position there, soften the glutes. Okay. And then once more, release, come back down, bum to the floor. Okay, once more, half boat pose. This is sort of supposed to be a recovery position. Okay, so arms relaxed to the side, palms facing up, lower legs parallel. Okay, push the feet out a little bit, bring the torso down a little bit. Hold. Knees to chest. Squeeze, hold the squeeze. That core compression piece. Release, come back out. Hold. Squeeze. Final time. Hold, come back out. Squeeze. And then release to the floor. Well done. Come around into all fours. Okay, hands under, or wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, tops of the feet in contact with the floor. Press down through all 3 points. Okay, so feel strong through your core. Pull your belly towards your spine. Okay, and then we're going to squeeze the pelvic floor muscles. Okay, squeezing the muscle that stops you weeing for the blokes. Okay, so look down at the mat, so spine's nice and straight, tuck your chin in. Okay, hold, press that down, that engagement with the 6 points. Nice deep breath in. As you do so, squeeze your pelvic floor up towards your ribs. Hold. As you hold your breath on the inhale. Exhale, release the squeeze. Inhale. Okay, inhale, as you do so, squeeze those pelvic floor muscles once more. Hold. Release. And then final time, inhale. Keep everything else engaged. So through those 6 points on the vault, we're pushing down through the top of our feet, pulling the belly towards the spine as you squeeze those pelvic floor muscles. It's a double engagement of your yogic locks. Okay, your root lock, pelvic floor muscles, and your Uddiyana Bandha, the abdominal lock. Okay, soften, release, bum back to heels. Okay, relax everything down. After that, feel everything, forearms, forehead to the floor. Just relax in child pose, take a couple of moments. Breathe nice and steady, feel everything, close your eyes, go internal, recover, respond, feel, soften. Gentle sway of those hips from side to side. And then nice and slowly coming forward, we're going to come into pigeon pose. So just slide your right knee forward, bring that forward foot out to the side as far as your hips will allow. Okay, but the important thing is to keep your pelvis nicely level and settled. You can always stick a block underneath that straight leg thigh just to sort of support you a little bit if you need to. Or on this side too, just wherever you need the support. Okay, once you're nicely sort of settled and straight and you feel into that hip, your right leg, or left leg rather, your straight leg is in line with the mat. You can tuck the toe, you get a little bit more and sort of lift that knee, straighten the leg. You get it in the other hip a little bit when you do that. It's just an additional part of the same pose. But if you want to concentrate on that right hip in this case, then just release that leg to the floor. Okay, just see how it feels. Yeah, you can hold in this position if you wish. And just try and push the sternum forward, curl through the upper spine. Okay, this is sort of prep for king pigeon, where we bend that rear leg, but it's also not only gets the hip, but it gets your spine. Okay, and then release, and if that feels comfortable, come down onto your forearms. And then as you focus on this pose, you can stay on forearms if you want. Just gently push your pelvis into that right hip. Okay, try and soften it. Try and make it feel good. Try and relax it. Okay, it's really good for all of those tendons, all of those intricate connections, leg to pelvis and core to pelvis. And if you really want to sort of hold and focus on the pose, you can straighten your arms, really just feel through your bod. And then nice and slowly come out of the pose, back up to where we started. Nice and slowly slide that knee back into tabletop, slide the other knee forward. Again, feel the difference, walk that front foot out as far as your hip will allow. Okay, don't worry about it. You can keep it in line, it's fine too. Just feel into your left hip this time, okay, that's what it's all about. Pelvis nicely level, okay, and then allow the weight to sort of settle into that hip. Again, press sternum forward, soften the elbows. Again, straighten that rear leg, you can lift the knee if feels good. Okay, and then nice and slowly coming down if you can or want to onto forearms. Gentle pressure down into your hip, keep that pressure there, breathe. And then straighten a little bit more, or feels good. Focus though, focus on what you're trying to achieve, which is the softening, relaxing, the stretching of all of those muscles in your hip. Breathe. Okay, nice and slowly come back up, come back into tabletop, hands to the top of the mat, tuck the toes, come into downward dog. Okay, first of the day, bicycle the legs. Okay, bending one knee, straightening the other, feeling it in your calf muscles. And then what I always recommend is bending your knees and just pulling bum back to the bottom of your mat to feel your front torso, hip to hand alignment come into line. It sort of flattens the back, and then hold that position and then start to straighten your legs a little bit. Again, don't worry if you can't straighten your legs, just do as much as you can, feeling into your hamstrings, releasing your heels further and further towards the floor. Breathe. Push your bum to the ceiling. Okay, final breath in here. Okay, nice and slowly coming into plank. Okay, so you may need to, as you saw me wiggle my feet there, I need to lengthen slightly when I come into plank, but just feel through your own bod. So bum slightly above horizontal, hips or feet in line with hips, chin tucked in, looking down at the mat. Try and broaden through the shoulders. Okay, press into fingertips. Okay, spread the fingers. Okay, so you're nicely balanced. And then we're just going to rock backwards and forwards. Okay, as you rock backwards, so push into your toes, push into your heels. Okay, squeeze your bum. Okay, and try and engage the muscles of your legs. Okay, it supports your back. Again, rolling forward, so push into your toes and keeping your arms nicely solid. Move forward. Okay, be careful of your wrists in this one. Okay, you'll feel it engage. Hold as far forward as you can, and then push back again. Push into your toes, heels backwards, and then soften, come forward. Okay, into side plank. Okay, we can just roll over to our left side. Okay, pressing down into the floor, lifting our hip. Okay, release the right arm up to the top. Okay, be as wide as you can, so push those fingers up to the ceiling, really pressing into the sides of the feet. You can also stack your feet one on top of the other. Okay, but just take it steady, wherever feels good. Okay, keep lifting the hip, breathing. Now nice and slowly rolling back down. Okay, re-engage where we were before we roll over to the other side of the feet. Engage, press into the floor, and then extend, lift that left arm to the ceiling, lift the hip, squeeze through your core muscles, breathe, and then coming down to the floor. Okay, nice deep breath in, coming back into downward dog. Okay, lifting right leg into three-legged downward dog. Okay, push the heel away, flex foot, spread the toes. Nice deep breath in. We're going to come into a lunge on this side. So bend the knee, start to roll the shoulders over the backs of the hand. Now squeeze the knee up to the chest, place the foot, come into our high lunge. Okay, nice and steady. Inhale, arms come up. Okay, now from this position we're going to come into Warrior 1. Okay, so all we do, we're in high lunge now, arms nicely stretched up. All we do is rotate that rear foot, bring the heel to the ground. Okay, try and keep the hips pointing forwards. Okay, holding into Warrior 1. Goddess arms. Okay, squeeze the elbows back. Open the palms. Coming back up into Warrior 2. So all we do is gently twist. Right arm comes forward. Left arm comes back. Okay, just check the position. Knees nicely stacked over the ankle. Knees in line with the foot. Okay, rear legs straight but not locked. Okay, soften the knee. And that foot can be up to 90 degrees in Warrior 2. Okay, whatever feels good. Extend across fingertip to fingertip. Relax the shoulders. Okay, look out over that middle finger, that front middle finger. Breathe. Press into your front toe, lift your heel. Hold, breathe. Release that heel to the floor. Okay, nice and steady. Okay, we're going to come into our low lunge, or high lunge rather. Feet to the floor, so coming back to where we started. Hop the rear foot slightly towards you, keep it in that warrior angle, into bowing warrior, okay? So we just straighten the legs slightly, release the torso. We're trying to keep the back nicely flat and forward, allow the arms to hang. Okay, and then we just gently straighten or release that front leg, feeling it in those hamstrings, okay? And then what we're trying to do is bring the weight down into that leg, feeling the weight increase. You can bring your fingers to the floor to support you. Okay, coming up into Warrior 3, okay? We're going to come up onto this front leg, so gently bring the weight forward. Use your fingers to support you. Okay, the foot is in line with the bod, so the toes are pointing to the floor in Warrior 3. Okay, bend that front knee to help the support. Okay, now you can either hold in this position or if you're nicely balanced, come up into Prayer Mudra. Release into full Warrior 3. Okay, arms pointing forward, trying to be as straight as you can. Breathe. Okay, release, bring your hands to the floor. Come back down into our high lunge. Left leg joins right. Coming into forward fold. Hold in forward fold for a couple of moments. Bend the knees, chest to thighs. You can wrap your arms around, squeeze everything together. Breathe. Release, grab hold of elbows. Okay, gentle sway from side to side. Bend the knees, arms out to the side, nice flat back. Coming up into raised arm pose. Press into the feet, extend through the body, breathe in. As you exhale, palms together, coming down into mountain pose. Take a couple of moments, feel through your bod. You'll feel a bit lopsided as we've only done one side on the warrior flow. Okay, but feel that difference. Okay, this side, the right side, feels really warm and relaxed. This side, not so much. We'll do in a minute. Okay, relax everything down. Okay, close your eyes and then feel through your body as you breathe. And there are 3 nice, steady, deep inhales. Feeling your posture, scooping your pelvis if you need to, softening your knees, relaxing your shoulders, tucking your chin in. And then on the next inhale, arms out to the side, raised arm pose. Okay, extending through the arms as you come around. Okay, really lengthen them. Feel that extension up into raised arm pose. Hold in raised arm pose, press into your toes, lift your heels. Come into tippy toes. Okay, keep that focal point. Okay, try not to move your head around. Focus on something with your eyes. Try and be steady. Don't over breathe it. Just shallow breaths. Release the heels to the floor. Open the arms, swallow dive, bending the knees, coming into our forward fold. Okay, and then inhaling, right leg comes back into lunge. Okay, we're now on the other side from
when we came up into mountain pose. Okay, we're going to do the same flow on the other side. So we're in high lunge. Make sure you're nicely steady. Pendulum the arms forward. Come into high lunge. Okay, so high lunge. Difference between this and Warrior One is that the foot's in line. We're just up on that Tootsie. We're pressing the heel backwards though, as we hold. And then Warrior One. Okay, we just bring that heel to the floor, trying to hold our hips forward. Now don't worry, there's a lot going on in this hip. If it feels particularly uncomfortable, stay in high lunge is fine too. Okay, just get used to that hip position, knees stacked over the ankle at the front, so everything else is warrior. Okay, so Warrior One. Goddess arms, pull the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Back up. Into Warrior Two. Okay, so all we're going to do is bring the arm forwards. We sort of twist through the torso. The pelvis sort of points off 45 degrees. Don't worry about it. Just allow it to naturally happen. And you can bring that heel around if it's uncomfortable for your hip. Okay, so up to 90 degrees with your rear foot. Okay, everything else is the same. So this back leg is straight but not locked. Okay, soften it. Arms are in line. Okay, and then we're pushing the fingers away, relaxing the shoulders. The Drishti point, the focal point, that middle forward finger. Okay, just breathe, feel into it, extending everything, pressing down through your feet, squeezing your heels together, inner thighs engage. Press into that front toe, lift the heel. Warrior. Okay, really feeling really strong, grounded, focused. Heel to the floor. Couple more breaths. And then coming back into our high lunge. So we turn that rear foot, bring the hands to the floor. Okay, and then hop that rear foot slightly closer, retaining the foot pointing to the sort of top right hand corner of the mat. And then just gently start to straighten that front leg, feeling that left hamstring into bowing warrior. Breathe. Okay, use the hands to support, allow that weight to come down over that leg, feeling it increase, the stretch increase, don't overdo it. Breathe and hold. Okay, this rear leg is nicely engaged, okay, straight but softened at the knee. Okay, but just don't be aware of that leg, okay, don't lose sight of it. Okay, so we're still strong through both legs. Okay, Warrior Three, coming up on this front foot. Okay, moving our way over it, lifting the rear leg, so bringing it sort of 90 degrees, heel away, flex foot, spread toes. Nicely balanced, hands together. Okay, keep lifting that rear leg so that it's in line. If you want, release into full Warrior Three, extending, being nice and straight, breathing. And then nice and slowly coming back down into our high lunge, and then we're going to go back into plank. So left leg joins right into plank position. Adjust the position so you feel good in plank. Okay, now nice and slowly we're going to lift into downward dog. So plank to downward dog, just lift the bum upwards, release, push into your heels, soften your knees if you need to, bum to the ceiling. Inhale back into plank. Hold, and then nice and slowly you can come down onto knees. We're going to flatten onto the floor, or just keep the body in the same position. Soften the elbows, allow the elbows to move backwards. Okay, come all the way down, nice and controlled, onto the floor. Okay, straight into Cobra. So toes are pointed, tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, lift head and shoulders, press into your hands, elbows into your sides. Tuck chin in, or look up at the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, bow to the floor. Inhale, come up again. Okay, try and soften that upper spine. Exhale, come back down. Final lift. Exhale, come down. Okay, come onto your forearms into Sphinx pose. Okay, it's a sort of softer back bend. Feet are in line with your hips, toes are pointed. Press into the tops of your feet, or you can tuck your toes and lift your thighs off the ground. Push into your heels Okay, release the gaze, level it, horizontal gaze, hips to elbows, elbows back to hips. Okay, nothing moves, but we just increase the pressure. Okay, release through your upper spine. Tuck your chin in, bring your spine in alignment. Breathe. Okay, feel that really lovely expansion through the front of your abdominals. Okay, we're going to go from this position to seal. Okay, take this easy, feel through your own back, okay, so you may need to push your hands out a little bit further, and then straighten the arms. Why is it called seal? Okay, so same thing, okay, just try and relax your low back, okay, this is sort of upper spine stuff, so mid-spine up. Okay, it's quite difficult to release that low back in this position, but if it's a little bit too much for you, then slide the hands out a little bit further. Just try and feel that spine, all those muscles, especially the front abdominals, they're really being stretched beautifully. Breathe, okay, soften that belly. Beautiful. Okay, nice and slowly release to the floor. Okay, and then one hand on top of the other. Turn your head one way or the other and just relax and release, feel through your bod. And you can really feel your breath into the floor in this position. Your whole weight is pressing into your chest. Okay, feel the expansion and the contraction of your chest as you breathe. Okay, final breath in. Okay, bring your chin to the floor, arms down by your sides, palms facing down. Okay, you can bring your feet together, squeeze toes, heels, squeeze your bum, push your pubic bone into the floor. Inhale, lift head and shoulders and arms vertically upwards. So the backs of the hands are pushing towards the ceiling. Okay, hold in this position, breathe. Flow with your breath. As you inhale, you lift slightly. So make it happen, relax it as you exhale. Nice and slowly, try not to bring your hands to the ground, bring them over your head and then place them on the ground. And then walk your hands out, point your toes, stretch through your bod. Okay, you can bring your sort of nose to the floor, it's a bit uncomfortable, but allows you to sort of start to think about where the stretch is happening. Okay, try and be as long through your whole body, particularly through your shoulders up to your fingertips. Okay, really feel that extension either side of your shoulders into your rib cage. Breathe. Okay, nice and slowly bend. We're going to roll over onto our back from this position. Okay, bend the knees. Okay, feet in line with hips as usual. Arms down by your sides, palms facing down. And just a few bridge flows, 3 of them. So inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips. Now, line up the movement upwards with your inhale. So as you inhale, as you reach the peak, pressing your hips up, allowing your spine to curl if you need to. Exhale, release your hips to the ground. Okay, try and make the journey last as long as the breath either way. As your low back hits the ground, squeeze your abdominals, press your low back into the floor and hold for a couple of moments before releasing, inhaling, lifting once more, pressing into your feet, pushing the hips to the ceiling, allowing your spine to curl. Exhale, release, hips to the floor, low back to the floor, squeeze abdominals, press, hold. Just feel that beautiful engagement all around this below rib cage, sort of just to the sort of upper part of your thighs. Inhale, final time. Release, lift up hips. Press hips up, allow the spine to curl. Exhale, coming back down. Okay, lean knees to chest, gentle squeeze. And then release the legs, don't put your feet down, come into sitting position on the floor.
Okay, hands either side of your head. You can intertwine them if you want, but try not to pull on your head. Okay, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, I'm going to lift the head and shoulders, and I'm going to twist. So bring the sort of right elbow over to the top of the left thigh. Squeeze. Inhale, come back down. Exhale. Same thing the other side. Coming up, lifting head and shoulders. Twist. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale as you come back. Exhale. Right elbow, left thigh. Squeeze. Inhale, come back. Exhale, left elbow, right thigh, squeeze. Inhale, come back down. One more either side. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, come back. Exhale, final time. Left elbow, squeeze, twist. Inhale, come back. Release, heels to the floor. Okay, soles of the feet together, knees flop out to the sides, arms just slightly away from the body, palms facing uppermost, relax. Breathe, soften those inner thigh muscles. Okay, just release them, that's the only thing under tension. Close your eyes and breathe. Nice, steady, deep breathing. Okay, nice and slowly bring your knees together. Lift them off the floor, come into this sort of sitting position on the floor, thighs vertical, lower legs are parallel. Okay, arms vertically upwards. Okay, you can keep your head on the floor, or you can just sort of pull your head and neck so that you're looking at your thighs. Okay, this is dead bug. Okay, you can move opposite limbs. Okay, so first of all, take a breath in. As you exhale, left arm, right leg. Left arm straight up over your head, right leg straight towards the bottom of the mat. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, exhale, right arm, left leg. Inhale, come back up. Right leg, left arm. Come back up. Left leg, right arm. Come back up. Left arm, right leg. Come back up. Try and link it with the breath. Right arm, left leg. Come back up. Final time. Left arm, right leg. Come back up. Okay. Release your arms to the floor. Release your heels to the floor. Bring your legs or your feet to the outside of the mat. Allow your knees to flop in together this time. Okay. Arms slightly away from the body. Palms facing uppermost. Relax. Breathe. Feel. Okay, bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing down, come back into your sitting position. Okay, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, straighten the legs to the bottom of the mat. Don't worry if you can't straighten your legs completely, do as best you can. Come back. Okay, straighten the legs up to the top and just lift your low back off the floor. Just a gentle squeeze, come back down. Okay, same thing, back to the starting position, straighten the legs, come back up, straighten the legs to the ceiling, lift the low back. Okay, can use your hands to help you, straighten the legs. Okay, so that's the flow. Come back up, straighten the legs, lift the low back. Straighten the legs, come back, lift. Straighten the legs, come back up. Final time, straight legs, come back up. Okay, bring the knees into the chest, squeeze it, open your knees, grab hold of your tootsies, come into happy baby. Okay, so happy baby, knees are pointing towards armpits, knees are outside the sides of your torso. Okay, feel it in the hips. Okay, so pull the toes down until you get that squidgy feeling. Breathe. And then release. Grab hold of your left knee, straighten your right leg, squeeze your left knee into your chest, rotate your left ankle, Push into your right heel, flex your right foot, spread your toes, gently lift that right leg off the ground and push it away from you. So really extend through the right leg as you squeeze the left. Okay, breathe. Okay, release the right foot to the floor. Keep hold of your left leg with your left knee with your right hand and pull it over that straight right leg into a spinal twist. Left arm out to the side. Okay, left shoulder blade's your guide. Breathe. Okay, slowly come back. Swap over, straighten that left leg, bend the right, squeeze, rotate right ankle, push the left heel away, flex the foot, spread the toes, lift that left leg off the floor and extend the leg. Whilst you rotate the ankle both ways. Okay, then release the left leg to the floor. Keep hold of your right knee with your left hand, right arm out to the side. Gently pull that bent right leg over your straight leg. Your right shoulder blade is your guide. Keep that on the floor. Breathe. And then come back. Straighten the leg. Come into your final relaxation position, Savasana, arms by your sides, arms away from the body, palms facing up. Feet sort of slightly wider than normal, allow your feet to flop out to the sides. Okay, tuck your chin in, gently roll your head from side to side just to release upper vertebrae. Close your eyes. Feel through your body, make sure everything feels just so, nicely relaxed. Anything that needs supporting is supported, and then focus on your breath and your breathing. Okay, breathing in and out of your nostrils. Nice, steady, deep, natural breaths. Hold in relaxation. Breathing in, feel the movement in your torso, expansion of your chest. Belly pushing upwards. As you exhale, gently pull that abdomen, diaphragm up towards the rib cage. Squeeze the ribs together using your intercostal muscles before relaxing into another deep inhale. Just a few of those focused deep breaths before just returning to whatever your natural breath is, but just a little bit extended, a little bit deeper, a little bit slower. And relax your face muscles. Just let all your muscles in your face go, particularly your forehead. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, release tension. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, relax. Okay, nice and slowly, whenever you're ready, take a nice steady breath in. As you do so, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and bring your arms up over your head. Give your body a lovely long stretch, pointing the toes, flexing the feet. Very slowly, bending your knees, roll over to one side or the other. Using your hand, press yourself back up to a comfortable sitting position. Okay, we're going to close the class by chanting Om once. Okay, so get yourself in a comfortable sitting position, wherever that may be, nice straight spine. Relax everything else down. And then nice deep breath in. Remember 3 syllables to an Om, A-U-M. A vibrates in belly, U vibrates in chest, vibrates in your head. Okay, so feel it in that way. Okay, nice deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you very much. See you again next time.
You're a pasta.